Okay, I'm just going to talk through some stuff so you have a good idea of theming and where stuff goes, and hopefully can trigger some ideas for you. Okay, so starting all the way on the left, you've got your out lanes, your in lanes. The bottom ones say punk, P-U-N-K. The top rollovers say SLC. I'm probably going to be putting a mirror here to reflect down so that you can see those better, because they're kind of hard to see behind everything. So those inserts, as long as I say SLC and punk, we can stylize that however. There's not an insert here right now, but on the CAD I sent you, there is a kickback insert there. A kickback is when the ball drains here, and then this coil kicks it back up into play. Yeah, so that's that. Here we have our three bank drop target. This is gonna qualify. This is gonna qualify your kickback, and it's also gonna qualify your mystery. A mystery in pinball is basically a random reward. It's just a super common thing, so that's why I put the question marks on those inserts, just because it's a mystery and a question mark makes sense. You see a mystery insert there too, so you'll qualify the mystery here, and you'll collect it over here. Then you have your main shots. So each shot has a main insert and a secondary insert. The secondary inserts, I put X's on all of them. I don't know for sure how the rules are going to end up, but it's either going to be a combo thing or a shot multiplier thing. Either way, the small arrows can have the X's on them, but the big arrows, because they mean different things in different modes, should stay clear. Also on the CAD, you'll notice these two are switched. So every shot has big arrow, little arrow. I switched that here for, I don't know, dumb reasons. So I'm switching it back. Then this is the subway entrance. Call that the underground. This drop target is quote unquote the underground door. But yeah, the underground is the subway that comes here. This is also a subway entrance, and then it kicks out through the shooter lane. The pop bumper area basically represents fights. So that's like as you progress through fights of different people, it progresses through Steve-O's speech about fighting. And then if you go enough through that, that's how you start the ACAB multi-ball. Basically, the police come, and then you're in a multi-ball, escaping the police, fighting the police. I don't know. Your ball lock here, so you'll hit this stand up to light your ball lock. The balls are actually lit on this right ramp. The right ramp is the get to the gig hurry up. It's also the ball lock. It's also how you, it's also just a right ramp. So multiple things on the right ramp. This spinner is what I was talking about back here. Is important for Too Drunk to Fuck. So the beer bottle graphics could be here. And then on your CAD, you'll see that these holes no longer exist, and these lights no longer exist as well. And then on the CAD right here, I say mode start, but on the CAD I decided to let's just leave this clear, because I'm using it as a main mode indicator, or a main shot indicator a lot. So that'll just be clear. And then mystery extra ball. So all those inserts, except for these big triangle ones, can be, you can put the stuff over the inserts, and traditionally that's very common to indicate progress. So The main section of inserts is your progress tracker. You've got obviously your main characters, so each one of these corresponds to a mode. The Mike mode, I'm not sure what I'm doing for sure yet, and the Trish mode, I'm also not sure what I'm doing on that yet. But the Sean mode is a psychedelic mode, like acid trip mode. And then Stevo will be a sex and violence mode. It'll basically be a ramp combo mode. So I think, this ramp sex, this ramp violence, if you wanted to incorporate that, you could. The Bob mode is about it's a roving shot mode. It's about giving Bob his shots. He hates needles, so he's trying to avoid it. And you're trying to give him a shot so he can heal his gross hand. Trish, again, I don't know for sure what I'm going to do. If you do all of the main modes, that'll all progress towards this Only Posers Die mini wizard mode. And then these 5 inserts are for your bad reputation. So APD is absolute psychedelic disassociation. So again, psychedelic mode, it's actually triggered by completing the Sean mode. So if you do well enough in the Sean mode, then you get into the APD mode. This is, ignore 5-way. I'm not doing a 5-way thing anymore. I'm going to do the Mark Frenzy thing there. ACAB is from hitting the pop bumpers enough. It starts the ACAB multi-ball. So again, like fights and obviously the police. And then get to the gig is by spelling SLC punk with the rollovers. It lights a hurry up on this ramp that if you hit that ramp, it locks a ball behind this ball. And then when you cash that out, it will be a 2-ball multi-ball that gives you 2 times playfield. So you got your 2 times playfield ready indicator here. And then this guy is your 2 times playfield active insert. It could say just 2x, it could say 2x playfield, whatever you want to do. And then Too Drunk to Fuck is the super spinner mode, so if you hit that spinner enough times, it'll start Too Drunk to Fuck, which will be its own mode. And then and then if you do all those things, you'll do Bad Reputation Mini Wizard. And then Punkstead will be your final wizard mode. So yeah, just so you know, theming wise, like we kind of already talked about this. The van goes on the ramp. Up here we've got some buildings. Salt Lake City skyline probably back here. This is like venue area. This is marquee. I'll make look better, but marquee for the venue area. And then this wire form that comes out of here is your stage dive. So this could be like mosh pit / fight stuff. And then, yeah, this ramp has the Eagle Gate on it, but it doesn't have to mean anything. I think that's it. Hopefully that's helpful. And then also, just like looking from the player perspective, you start to see what's hard to see and what's easy to see. Definitely when you get back here, stuff gets a little hard to see. But again, I think I'm going to put a mirror here so you'll be able to see this more. So that is the important part for gameplay, is that you can see the S, L, and the C inserts. But for your purposes, like, it might be worthy of actually putting some decent art back here because there will be a mirror showing it. But yeah, obviously these ramps are clear, so these plastics, you will be able to see through the ramp. We talked about decals on these sections. You know, this is not as super visible, but you can do Easter eggy stuff back here. So yeah, this all pretty visible. Definitely, obviously, slings visible. Oh, and then your STL file doesn't have these pop bumper caps, but obviously the 2 pop bumpers are definitely a place you could put art as well. And then this stacked plastic definitely could have some art as well. So, yeah. Let me know if you have any questions.